Hey y'all, Bush here. Forgot to make a proper intro, so I took a page out of Scott DeWass's book. It's been a while since I made a video, but in that time, I did make a lot of shorts and played most of Sonic Origins, but that's not what I want to talk about, even though I made a 20-page essay about it. Today, I wanted to talk about how crazy Australians are. Hold on, someone's calling me. Hello?
Talk about Sonic, or I'll throw you out the window for not talking about our Lord and Savior, Sonic the Hedgehog. We're blessed as a...
Alright, let's talk about Sonic then. Sonic 1 is where we're introduced to the Blue Rat, who's on a quest to stop the egg-shaped doctor known as Dr. Robotnik from turning his animal friends into robots. This game is a platformer, but unlike the Red Plumber, Sonic's special skills is going fast and running. Your rings is your health bar. If you get hit, you lose your rings. If you get hit with no rings, you die. Easy mechanics, and to defeat enemies, you have to jump on them. Like I said, easy mechanics. Sonic 1 has 6 zones with 3 acts each, with the final act being a boss level, with the zones being Green Hill Zone, Marble Zone, Spring Yard Zone, Labyrinth Zone, Starlight Zone, Scrap Brain Zone, and an additional zone called Final Zone, being the last level and final boss of the game. The thing with each zone is it has to accommodate for Sonic's playstyle. For going fast, you should be rewarded for going as fast as you can, for dodging enemies. Green Hill Zone is our starter level, and is most likely the most popular and most famous level in all of gaming history because of how iconic it is. And in my opinion, the best zone in all of the game. It's so colorful and lively, the locations, the many ways to explore and keep running. And the feeling of keeping your speed is incredible. Going through each act is harder, but it feels fair. If you get rewarded with speed because you dodged everything, that's a good sign that you're doing something good, and I love it. The feeling of dodging enemies is great. And fighting Eggman for the first time for me was challenging, but I had a lot of fun. It felt fair. And overall, I had such a fun time in Green Hill Zone.
Nothing wrong with any of that.
So yeah, Green Hill Zone overall was a fun time to be in. Being rewarded for dodging enemies and continuing to run felt absolutely wonderful, and how it looked was amazing. And it made me look forward to the rest of the game. And then they butchered it. Marble Zone is what happens when you remove the speed element from Sonic. It becomes a boring normal platforming level. The only time I felt like I gained speed was at the beginning of the level, but that was just for 5 seconds. Like, when I got to the main area, pushing this block was slow, waiting on the block was slow, waiting for the crusher to come down was slow, waiting for the crusher to go up was slow. And it just felt way too long and tedious for my liking. It just felt painfully long, and I don't like it. Does this mean Sonic should always go fast? No, not necessarily. But should it always be that slow? No, it shouldn't be. It should have a good mixture of both speed and platforming, not a very slow and long level. And the amount of times I got hit by something because I needed 50 rings for the special stages was horrible, and I hated it. Spring Yard Zone is a way better improvement than Marble Zone. My only complaint is it's just filled with too many springs, and I feel like a clown. I'm bouncing on all of them. Oh, what is it now? Hello?
It's called Spring Yard Zone for a reason, motherfucker.
Okay, yeah, that's enough. But when I finally get to run, it feels great. I feel like I'm being rewarded. And the platforming actually makes sense. I have to slow down for a bit, do the platforming, I continue running, and I liked that. I liked everything about it except for the game telling me to cope. Now imagine this, after a fun level, the next level should be a lot of fun. But then you are surrounded by a level filled with water, and Sonic can't swim. And then you hear this. That was the constant noise I heard while going through Labyrinth Zone. Labyrinth Zone is what I call if you just completely hate your game now. It's just god-awful. There's water everywhere. It's so slow. Sonic can't swim. And I get anxious when I start drowning, and it's just not fun. Like, and these jumping enemies that would come out of nowhere would ruin my 50-ring run, and I hate it. And it's like, it's a 10 times worse version than Marble Zone. Starlight Zone, in my opinion, is the second best Sonic level. It has a perfect combination of speed and platforming, and the times you go speed, it's very rewarded because you get to dodge enemies and go fast. Well, for the platforming, you just gotta slow down, and then immediately you're back to running. And overall, it's probably my second favorite level of the entire game. My complaint was it was a bit too short, but I had fun with it. But let's talk about the atrocious level known as Scrap Brain Zone. Scrap Brain Zone was the most atrocious level I have played in all of Sonic 1. I got hit by things that I couldn't foresee or it was unexpected, and it killed me so many times, and I got crushed so many times. But holy crap, Scrap Brain Zone Act 3 was horrible. Just imagine Labyrinth Zone, but its older brother who goes to the gym and eats steroids. Half the level was underwater, and the amount of times I drowned due to lack of air was crazy stupid, and the time I got hit by something that I couldn't see was dumb. I'm starting in the position which calls Scrap Brain Zone Act 3 hell. I already made the posters, what do you think? Final Zone was honestly very easy if RNG wasn't my favorite. I just had to jump at these purple things that Robotnik shot at me, like, perfectly timed. But overall, Final Zone wasn't that bad. I was happy, and the times I died was my own fault, and I actually, enjoyed Final Zone. Now, I would have beaten Sonic 1 10 times faster if I didn't have to get the quote-unquote good ending of the game. The good ending is where you have to get 6 Chaos Emeralds by doing these special stages, but the amount of times I got hit by something I didn't like, I would go insane and restart. Sonic 1 is a fun and tedious game. As many times I had to retry to get 50 rings for the special stages, I had an overall good time. Each zone, even though I don't like all of them, I had a fun time playing the game, and I would honestly do it again to get a faster time. Now we're gonna move on to Sonic the Hedgehog 2, because there's no other game in between that I want to talk about. Hello?
You weren't going to forget about Sonic CD, were you?